A week from today, on January 15th, we will celebrate an activist who became the most visible spokesperson and leader in the civil rights movement.
Martin Luther King Jr., and a way to honor him locally is the annual luncheon from the Interdenominational Ministerial Alliance, which we at KMTV here, we're proud sponsors of.
We are. Welcome back, Pastor Tony Sanders Jr.
Good to see you, Pastor.
Good to
Thank
see
you. It's good to be back.
Well, let's start talking about your organization first. What is the mission of the Alliance?
Well, the Alliance has been around now for about 60 years. It's a cohort of pastors from all over the city that work together to address issues within the community, in particular addressing social justice issues and helping to represent families that are voiceless otherwise.
Yeah, you do a lot of stuff throughout the course of the year. I mean, and this weekend, there's a couple events. Sunday you've got the service, and then Monday the luncheon. Let's start with the service. What's that all about? And give us the details on that.
Absolutely. The Unity Service is held every year on the Sunday evening. Churches and leaders and politicians come from all over, and we just gather in a worship, celebratory type of style of worship there at Salem Baptist Church on 3131 Lake Street. It's a wonderful time. We have wonderful choirs that come together, musicians and performances. And then there's a riveting message that usually is delivered on that evening. And it's just a time for the community to come together and to celebrate.
And then on Monday, the 15th, you have the luncheon, and like we said, we're a sponsor of that. 34 years you've been doing this, right?
Absolutely.
What can people expect from this luncheon?
Not only a good meal, but obviously
the food's always important,
the food
right?
Is always, that's a big draw. Just people coming together from all sectors of life and coming together and celebrating together. And we usually have a speaker that comes in and just does a dynamic job at sending home the message of unity and getting people excited about going back in the community and doing their part.
Fred Gray is speaking,
yes.
And he's a civil rights attorney. Explain what he's done in the past and what his message will be.
Well, just in short, not only is he a civil rights attorney, he also was responsible for litigation with the Tuskegee syphilis study. In addition, he represented Dr. King and Rosa Parks and has just been a tremendous voice in the civil rights movement.
And what would you say is the purpose of these two events? Why do you continue to put these on year after year?
Well, number one, to continue the legacy and the memory of Dr. King and the fight of those who rallied together in the 60s to advocate on behalf of civil rights, but also just our local efforts to bring our community together. It's so important to see different religions and faith groups and race groups coming together and working together.
Yeah, and these are both open to the public, right? The service at Salem Baptist Church, right off 31st and Lake. Everyone's welcome to come attend that.
Correct.
And is that your hope, to bring the community together at these two events?
Our hope is always to jam pack the place where people are coming together and just experiencing great community outreach and worship.
Now, how does someone attend? Do you need to register in advance, purchase a ticket, or can you just show up on the day of event?
As stated, the Unity service is open, so you just show up at 6 p.m. at Salem Church there on Sunday evening. For the luncheon itself, it does require registration, and we are happy to take registration at Eventbrite, which is handling our tickets sales for us. And you can also contact the information that's on the screen there, the phone number, and we'll be more than happy to service you as well.
Fred Gray, been around for a long time. I'm sure he's going to have a wonderful message. Do you know exactly what he'll be speaking about? Sometimes you get advances of their speeches. Do you know what his message will be?
Well, we gave him the liberty to kind of speak to the times, but a suggestion to him was to try to bring a correlation, or at least to give us some insight as to what protesting looks like now in 2017 as opposed to the 60s. And, of course, with the Take a Knee and all the other issues that are going on, Black Lives Matter, kind of bring all that home and contextualize it in today's times.
Well, if people are interested in attending the luncheon, that will be on Monday, and you can head on over to Eventbrite. First is the Unity service. Again, that is on Sunday from 6 to 8 at Salem Baptist, free and open to the public. The luncheon is 11:30 a.m. to 1 on Monday. Eventbrite, do you need to search anything in particular when you go to Eventbrite?
If you just type in the MLK luncheon, that should
take you
where you need to go.
Tickets are just $50. For more information, 341-4297.
And if people can't get to either one of these events, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, it's often considered a day on, not a day off. How would you recommend people honor Dr. Martin Luther King on this day?
Is to find some community project to be a part of. We are working, because of the weather, we're not able to do it like we want to. So in the spring, we'll have an opportunity for people to come together and to give their service back to the community, but to find something locally that they can become a part of and to give their time back.
Thank you so much for your time today,
Pastor,
Pastor,
thank
for
you.
putting this event on.
Yeah, and much success with both the service and the
Yes.
luncheon.
Thank you so very much.
Good to see you. All right.